on? Did you have a good nap? My pretty blue-eyed boy. Maddie, thank you. I got myself a bagel and a coffee because I'm pregnant and I can. Even if I'm not pregnant, I can, but I try not to. All the bagels are sourdough and it's really good. Hi guys, I just wanted to update you a little bit on what's going on in life because there's a lot. Jordan is currently in between jobs. Yesterday was his last day at his old job and he starts a new one next week. So he is off for the next 4 days, which is awesome. He is doing something fun that he wanted to do this morning, and then he's hanging with some guys, and then we're gonna get together at a coffee shop later this afternoon and do some work together. And then I think we're gonna have our date night tonight. Anyway, as I'm recording this, I am 20 weeks. So I am halfway there, pregnant wise. It's crazy because half of me feels like I've been pregnant for a year already. And it's also wild to think that I'm now on the descent from like, oh, I'm pregnant and I'm not even halfway yet. And now it's like, oh no, now we're counting down the days from the other half, getting closer to the day that we will have our son here. Guys, that's so wild that I'm gonna have a son. I just can't believe it. I talked a little bit about this in my previous video, but I didn't really realize I wanted a girl in my brain until 2 days before the gender reveal. And it was just not even that I was like, oh, I really want it to be a girl and I don't want it to be a boy. It was just that I was like, oh my gosh, if it's a boy, I'm literally gonna have no idea what to do. I'm an only child. I didn't grow up around little boys. I feel clueless. I was just like, oh my gosh, there's a very real chance it could be a boy. And then I just kind of freaked out. I think that's just pregnancy hormones. Like I had 2 mentee bees in the same night. It was crazy. I'm a pretty even-keeled person in general, and I was emotional. Honestly, I think it was the Lord preparing me ahead of time. I'm gonna give you this to like come to terms with this on your own. And I still didn't know for sure, but inside I was like, I bet it's a boy. And then we found out, and then I was so excited. Like after knowing and having it be confirmed, Jordan and I were both like, God's gonna give us the baby that we're supposed to have, whether it's a boy or a girl. And we're grateful, obviously, for either one. Like that was a no-brainer, but there's still, like, we're human. And for us, it was, I think we found out at 13 weeks, 8 weeks of just like imagining what it could be. And it could be a girl, it could be a boy. And I think he ran with narratives of it being a boy and was excited. And I had some of both, honestly, of being excited for both. But then, you know, everybody does that and it's okay, and I don't think it's talked about enough. At the end of the day, we would have been excited either way. And now we're so excited it's a boy, and I can't imagine starting with anything but a boy now. I'm halfway and I have had a pretty great pregnancy, I would say. The beginning, I was very fatigued. I was a little queasy. I never threw up. And there was only one time I thought I was going to, and just like dry heaved, sorry if that's TMI. Didn't really have many food aversions. I feel like at 11 weeks, things turned over and I started feeling like I was getting some energy back, which was nice. I started going on walks, which I literally couldn't even do before. For the first 3 months, I was like, I felt bedridden. Occasionally I would go to a coffee shop, but even then that was pushing it. And then it wasn't until I think 18 or 19 that I felt like I was myself again. Like I've been to the gym a couple times. I lifted weights for the first time for only like 15 minutes, but still I couldn't do that before. And I've had longer walks. Like I've been going on 4, 5, 6 mile walks instead of just like 1. I feel good. Now I'm just like, oh, my midsection's just getting bigger, but I don't feel pregnant. So I'm hoping I can soak this in as long as I can. That's what people say, that I'm feeling the best I'm going to feel. I'm just gonna try to soak it up. But I've really struggled with the identity piece because right before we found out we were pregnant, I feel like I was at a shift in my career and the path that I wanted to take as a person. And then we found out I was pregnant and I felt like I just had to become that version of Maddie and become Maddie's gonna be a mom. And I didn't really get the chance to like have that rebrand of who Maddie was before entering into that season. So I feel like just now in the last couple weeks, I've been motivated enough to go back to that and look into where my vision is. I don't know if that makes sense. Basically, And I've heard this happens when you're pregnant in the first trimester. Not only are you so tired, you don't want to do anything, but also mentally, like you don't have motivation, which I guess is tied to your hormones and emotions. I don't know. I felt like I just wanted to sit there and do nothing, and I did not care on a mental level, like not just a physical level. It's so hard to explain because I'm such a goal-oriented person, and I'm very driven, and I like having clarity on where I'm going, and I didn't have that other than, well, I'm gonna be a mom. And then that made me kind of terrified when I think about it. I'm like, oh, is that all I'm ever gonna be again? I'm just gonna be a mom now. Some women only want to be that. Like they dream about being a mom. They want their husband to work and they want to be a stay-at-home mom and take care of the home and all of that. And I think that's beautiful. There's an unhealthy pendulum swing for sure, but I overall love working. I love contributing on a greater scale. Being a mom and having a family and cultivating that family is contributing on a big scale. I'm not saying that that's not happening. There's just a connection to other people that I feel like I'm gonna always want to have, and I might not, but I do still have that now. So I'm trying to figure out ways to nurture that while also recognizing that I am transitioning into a new season, and both belong, and there is a place for me to have personal vision and also have family vision. This is the rant nobody asked for, but I feel like I wish I heard people talk about this more, because I feel like a lot of the people that I knew that were moms either weren't planning on it at all and it was a big shock and they were just like, okay, guess I'm a mom now, or they wanted it so much that that was their goal and they were like, great, I'm a mom, this is what I've wanted, I've been preparing my whole life for this, and I thought that I would have kids later in life. And it made sense with Jordan and I's timeline, so it wasn't like we were shocked. I just didn't see Maddy being ready to care for another human this soon. All that being said, we're so excited, and I just want anybody out there who is thinking about kids or is pregnant and is going, oh, am I gonna lose my identity? Am I gonna still have outlets? Am I still gonna have passions and all of that? And I don't know. I am asking myself the same things. I think the answer is yes. I can't guarantee that because I'm not here with the child yet, but what I've been inferring from people I've been talking to is that there is space for those times, and it's actually maybe going to be an even more productive use of your time, because if you know you have 2 hours in the day to do something, you're going to really lock in those 2 hours instead of going, I have 5 hours, what do I want to do today? So I'm reinventing myself, and I'm going to continue reinventing myself, and that's okay. Outside of baby, we are moving, and I'm so excited. Jordan and I are at my parents' house right now. We spent the last 2 years traveling as much as we could because we wanted to do that before kids, and I'm so grateful that we were able to do that, and the timing all kind of worked awesomely. We don't want to stop traveling when we have kids either, we've realized, and we don't have to. Like, things will obviously change and we want to prioritize our money differently, but we are in and out so much, we were like, it doesn't make sense to pay rent right now when my parents live in the same town and they have more house than they need. It ended up working out perfectly, but we are now moving to a different part of Nashville and are very excited, and we're doing that, I think, very beginning of May, maybe late April, which is coming up. We're gonna be in an apartment, so it's not like our dream home, but it's the perfect next step for what we need right now. We're gonna have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm just excited for us to have our own space again, and I'm gonna take you guys along with us. We are also going on a baby moon in April. I'm not gonna say where yet, but I'm very excited. It wasn't something that I was expecting to do for my baby moon, but I saw this resort and it looks magical, so I can't wait. Okay, I need to go make a return at Nordstrom, but thank you for listening to me ramble. I hope it helped somebody out there, and if not, then you just got let into my crazy pregnant mind. Okay, I got a couple packages. I thought I might as well show you guys too. If you saw on Instagram, I got my first ever Skims set. I had their boyfriend collection sent to me, and it's the softest thing ever. So they also reached out again, which I just can't believe I'm on Skims radar. That is like a dream brand for me, so that's so cool. They sent me their new outdoor bodysuit. I went with this color Mineral, which is a beautiful sage green color. I cannot wait to try this. I'm normally a medium. I got a large hoping that that works to fit the bump. And then I got a massive package from Pinkblush Maternity. I just told them some pieces that I liked from the website, so I don't know what I'm actually getting, so this is fun. I'll put the pictures on the screen too, just in case I'm not good at describing them. It's a jumpsuit, but it's cut out on the inside. It's giving baby moon vibes. This one's really pretty. I've been looking at more blue because, you know, boy mom. This is just a beautiful knit ribbed dress. I love this. I hope it's not too hot too fast so I can actually wear that. This is a ribbed tank dress, which is great because I don't have one of these. This dress I got as an evening dress because I have a couple events coming up in the next couple months and I don't really know where to get evening wear, but this looked really pretty. Ooh, this is a double layered dress. This is so pretty. So it's like a cami slip dress underneath. And then we've got a shimmery, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but this is a mock neck. I realized I don't have any bathing suits that fit. So I got a little, I mean, this looks huge. Apparently I'm gonna be huge. It's cute. I'm really excited about this one because I've seen this in different colors on people and I think it looks so good on lots of different body types. This is a dress. It's just so feminine. The light blue was sold out, so I went with this navy blue and I actually really like it. This is a dress as well and it's more form-fitting, but it has a nice little crop here. But I thought this would just be really flattering. Bottom detailing is cute and ruffled. I love it. Thank you so much, Pinkblush and Skims. I can't wait to try these on. Date night! Date night! We're going to a new place called Putt Shack. Putt Shack. Never been, but it looks fun. It's like indoor putt-putt.
Head to your assigned course by the tea time.
We are Amber.
All right, line it up. That was a great shot.
Score. What can I say? Except
I'm ashamed.
you're welcome.
I'm ashamed.